Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Buying time to his left. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Flushed out right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And some room to run now. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there out of Cook. Give him 32 yards on the ground. All right, now we go. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. The Vikings still looking for that first win. 0-6 to start the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes along.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. Oh, a costly mistake there in the return game, and that is not how you want to answer an opening touchdown.
Yeah, and your defense is asking you a lot of questions right now because you're already down 7-0. You turn the ball over, they've got to go right back out there to try and keep it from getting to 14-0.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And the slot man goes in motion left. 2nd down and goal. Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. K.J. Osborne, his first touchdown on the year. And And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Berrios now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Over the middle here to Brown.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Murray now. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. First down, here's the run with Cook. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And he's got it inside the 10. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Cardinals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A huge play there for Arizona. 54 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, they did a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Nuwanger now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Easy.
Play fake. Cousins. They're going back to the same well. It's Hawkinson again. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Cousins to throw it. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
At the 17-yard line.
They run the counter with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there and have and think, all right, 2 already. I get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Arizona. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Prater for the extra point. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
First down, here's Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Cousins throw there, taken in by Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one, and earns him a fresh set of downs. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. They'll throw again. Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. On second down, Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Cousins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that is incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end.
Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hawkinson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. But Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
They were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 30-yard line, 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hawkinson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Blankenship. It's up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, we're good.
To throw, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Defenders are always happy anytime they can sack a quarterback for a loss of 10 or more yards. There's an example there. High fives all around.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Running left, Coleman. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
It's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Carson's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Bring the energy.
Here's Madison running on first down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 39 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 more on that one and another first down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every...
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins. Flush to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Rager catches it left side. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. throwing. Cousins. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the... Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 18-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Cousins gives way to Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Cousins. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
And still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray now. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. That's Ertz downfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Murray now on 1st down. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. extra point good by Prater. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
28.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Nuwangu now from his end zone.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a 4th quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Berrios now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
A huge play there for Arizona. 51 yards. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Coleman.
And the Cardinals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's Coleman here. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Coleman going to get it again on 2nd down.
And this time he is in. Yes. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim
and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 27 yards. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as a stopper with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. He's able to get it to Coleman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And the Vikings come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one is, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense